Alright, Sean, Katie, Sean. How to Train Your Dragon.
What are your opinions on the animated movies?
Really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Is this Pixar?
I don't know. We'll see when the trailer comes. I don't know. Probably. No. Oh, you mean is the actual thing Pixar? No, it's Dreamworks.
Dreamworks.
Same as Shrek and...
Yeah. I always get that. They always jumble up for me.
Kung Fu Panda and... What's the other one? Shark Tale.
Oh, I mean, incredible. Well done, DreamWorks.
DreamWorks make banging films. The problem is that DreamWorks also do this, probably.
I've not. Do you know what it is? Right. Here's my thing. We've been over why we don't like live action remakes many a time on this channel. The thing with this is there's going to be dragons, right? There has to be dragons. It's literally in the title. Yeah. How are they going to make the dragons look? Are they going to make it like... Are they going to make them look scarier? More like realistic, kind of like dragons? Or are they going to make it closer to...
The Lion King. Is it going to be a Lion King conundrum?
What, they just try and make them look real, but they're not. And
yeah.
But it's also... When they have animals... For live action remakes, I always find that they don't have the emotion that they had in the original. In How to Train Your Dragon, not just even the first one, I really like the second and the third one as well. Toothless had a lot of emotion, and I need that from this, otherwise I'll just...
Well, this is the first, off the top of my head, because I can't remember, this isn't like Disney where they're remaking all of the... Like, there's no talks of a live-action Shrek and a live-action Shark Tale and all that stuff. This is the first one I can think of that they're doing, that DreamWorks is doing. So I'd like to think they've learned from the various Disney blunders.
Hopefully. It's all going to be how Toothless looks for me, though, and the dragons. Toothless in particular.
But let's watch and see what we can see.
Please be good.
Play now.
When you carry this axe, you carry all of us.
What's the point?
Dad, I can't kill dragons.
Okay.
But you will.
Is that...
Yes, it's Gerard Butler. What's the point?
I'm a Viking.
Oh.
Okay.
It's okay. I won't hurt you.
Okay. Okay, DreamWorks.
That looks like the Witcher symbol. I don't get... What's the point?
It's not, the thing is, it doesn't look bad. I do get that it's like, it's just... Is it literally going to be the same film?
Yes.
Just live action?
Yeah. They might as well have just remastered the first one. Because that's... Every shot there might as well have been from the first film. What's the point? They've got Gerard Butler playing the same character they played in the... Why? Just make another How to Train Your Dragon film.
Can't disrupt the perfection that was the trilogy.
They've got the Dragon Pit. Is that what it's called?
It's like the training arena thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but I called it the Dragon Pit. I know the Dragon Pit's Game of Thrones, but you know. So the
dragons look good. They look how they look. You can distinguish each because that's...
Yeah, there's that one. Yeah,
and then there's the two-headed one that the twins ride.
But I don't. Like literally every shot might as well be from the first film.
It's one of those things that we're going to watch it and we're going to like it because it is just the same film.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I mean, at least he doesn't look bad. I'd have been really upset if they made Toothless look bad. He does just look like a real Toothless from the animated.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't get the point. Is this DreamWorks officially saying that they're running out of ideas? Because I can't even explain why it annoys me so. It will be good, but that's just because the first one was good.
Yeah, it's because it's the same film.
Yeah. Like, what are they going to change to make this better than the first one?
There's something wrong with the first one.
I know, that's what I mean. I can't understand why they wouldn't pick a film that didn't particularly do very well and then do that in live. And people in the comments might be going, "Oh well, it's proven that this will do well." It's like, well,
But unnecessary.
yeah, it's just a waste of time.
That's why I thought, are they maybe going to make it a bit darker? Like, make the dragons look scarier, make it a bit more like, but then it also wouldn't make sense because DreamWorks, but...
Was there a bad guy in the first film? Who was the bad guy in the first film?
Society.
Yeah, it was just him and his dad essentially arguing, wasn't it? The second one had a bad guy, and it was the guy that had the two dragons. He didn't have the two dragons, he had the big dragon.
Yeah.
The third one was the third one.
It was another guy that wanted all the dragons, wasn't it?
Probably.
It's not long since I've seen them.
Yeah, I can't wrap my head around it. Like, it almost feels self-congratulatory. It's just them going, "Oh yeah, we know how good the original one was, so we're just going to do it again." Fair play to the lad who's playing Hiccup and the lass who's playing Astrid and the other.
Who's playing Astrid, do we?
No, and the other young kids. But then it's like, well, do the same thing for Stoic. Why get Gerard Butler in again? Like, what is actually the point of remaking the? That was my biggest quibble with The Lion King, apart from the way it looked, was the fact that they just got David L. Jones to voice Mufasa again, and then recast everyone else. Why? I'm not saying, Gerard Butler isn't a good actor, because he is a good actor. I know we all know he's a good actor.
But the point is, you have one actor the same and the rest of it.
Yeah. Like, you might as well get that Jay Lewis or whatever he's called who voiced him. But they obviously can't get him because he's not a boyish kid. He's just got a very teenagery voice.
I'm just glad they got Toothless right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
It just feels like a nothing film.
I wonder if... I was wondering because there's that, like, mentality that, like, animated movies aren't, like, good. Or like, they're just for kids. So is this their way of trying to target a larger audience?
Yeah, but... Yeah, they might be trying to target a larger audience. But even then, all you have to do is look at the trailer and, adults aren't going to go and see this for fun. Or if they are, they're only going to go and see it because they remember watching it as a young person.
I know what I was going to say.
It's like...
shoving children out of the way to just, like... see these kind of movies. This film bothers me for a silly reason. And then, apart from that, it just feels like a nothing film. Like... It's not a film I'm going to go and see in the cinema because... One, I know how the film ends. I know, the plot of the film. And, best case scenario, it'll be really good and I'll watch it when it comes out and feel nothing change from my attitude to the first one. Or it'll come out not just be exactly the same and I'll just go, well, I'll just watch the original one because I like the original one. So it's just like a nothing film. Just silly, innit? I just think it's silly. I don't get why all the movie studios are suddenly so against just making either like really good original films or just enjoying the success of really good animated films. Yeah, like just make more stuff.
Yeah. Just have a bit of originality. If people, you would think in a major studio like DreamWorks and Disney, if someone came up to you and went, "I've had this fantastic idea. We're just going to remake a film that only came out like 10 years ago." I'd be like, well, okay. You're not going to be in charge anymore. I'm going to find someone else who's got a good idea for a new film. Just pursue new films. This feels like the first step of DreamWorks going, we've run out of ideas. Because there's this, there's also that they're doing Shrek 5, which I'm not exactly against, but why have they waited so long? And it's just kind of like, well, DreamWorks is slowly running out of ideas.
I feel like if you've seen all the Shrek films,
Yeah.
I can't remember if I've seen all the Shrek films.
Uh-huh.
I know there was Shrek. Oh no, obviously Shrek 2 was with the dad, then Shrek the third, which is where they got the random kid to be the king, didn't they?
Arthur.
Yeah.
They got King Arthur
Just-
to be king.
I know, but for like, just randomly went to him instead of Shrek becoming king.
Yeah, but he's King Arthur.
I know, but it's still Shrek should have been king.
Mhm.
Is what I'm making. The fourth one is that with
Rumpelstiltskin.
yeah,
And the Pied Piper.
yeah. Okay,
And now they're doing Shrek 5.
no, they're doing Shrek 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have seen all the Shrek films.
So that's my point, is that it just feels like DreamWorks are running out of ideas. Which is a shame, because DreamWorks always seemed like the animated films that were kind of anti-Disney. They were still sort of kids' films, but they were a lot more family films as well. You could enjoy them if you were
They
older.
had like, yeah, because there was a lot of like risky stuff in it, whereas like
Yeah. Like there's a lot of
You could-
adult jokes in
Yeah.
Shrek that kids don't get.
uh
But as adults you could sit down and laugh at them.
I know. I love seeing videos of like those movies where I watch it as an adult and I go, oh my god, how did they get away with that?
It's the same with all of them. It's the same with like Shark Tale and even Kung Fu Panda. Like Kung Fu Panda, you can tell is such a kids film, but it's also really good watch as an adult.
I know. Like I'm 22 and I still adore Kung Fu Panda. All three of them. That's the good thing with DreamWorks as well, is that it wasn't just a success for the first one. All of the films that they did were really good. They were consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Even the same with Shrek. I don't feel like the fourth one, although I don't think anything would match up to the first one, but I do think the fourth one wasn't bad.
I love the second one. The second one's my favourite one.
With Prince Charming and Fairy Godmother.
Yeah, there's so many funny jokes in that. Like the bit where Donkey and Shrek are getting arrested, and he's going, "Police brutality! I say police brutality!" And they get chucked in the in like the carriage with the cell bars, and it's like one of the pepper shakers. It's just pepper spray, and he's. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. Oh, see, that's what I mean. DreamWorks used to be that. Where the heck's Shark Tale 2?
I know, is Shark Tale the underrated movie of DreamWorks?
Yeah, like they did Shark
Shark Tale's
Tale
so
with bloomin'
good.
Will Smith, Angelina Jolie, Robert De Niro, Jack Black again. Martin Scorsese?
Angelina Jolie did quite a lot of DreamWorks, didn't she? She did Kung
Fu
Fu Panda.
yeah.
Oh, I just realised that, yeah.
That's also something else that has to be said about DreamWorks. They really know how to assemble a cast. Because like Kung Fu Panda's got some wicked actors in it.
Mm-hmm.
Shark Tale's got some wicked actors in it and directors. Martin Scorsese. The pufferfish. You know what I mean? Robert De Niro. Oh god. Yeah, I'm slightly worried that this is DreamWorks starting to.
Fine, okay, I'll go away and watch all of DreamWorks films.
I don't know, I'm going to go watch Shark Tale.
Shark Tale.
Do you know what? That was one of the. That's a scene in Shark Tale that I'll never ever forget when the light bulb finally clicked in my head. You know the bit where he's got Lenny's mouth open and he's doing the show, and he's like quoting famous films.
Yeah.
Like he says, "Are you not entertained?" And then he says, "You had me at hello," and Renee Zellweger's character goes, and I was always kind of like, "What? I don't get it." And then I finally got it. I was like, "Oh, it's her film, innit?" I was like, I never ever got it until like I was about 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Just randomly watching it on a Saturday.
As you do.
Well, obviously, I'm going to go and watch it now on a Monday. Yeah, let us know what you think. What's your favourite DreamWorks film? What's your favourite Shrek moment? There's too many. Shrek gives a bloomin' suplex to a knight. You know when they have a fight in the ring.
The ring.
It's a suplex.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what your favourite ones are. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell, let me know if I don't upload. We try to upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
Do you remember when we were younger and we used to just recite Shrek
Uh-huh.
lines constantly?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We'd always, if we ever had a sleepover with the cousins, we would always do the bit where Donkey's going over having a sleepover with Shrek.
Making waffles, yeah.
Yeah, just
So
thought
many.
of that.
Have you seen that meme where it's like me in the cinema fighting off toddlers when Shrek 5 comes out? It's the bit in the first one where he's fighting all the guards off and he's going, ah! He's just fighting off. That's Shrek 5, I will go and see in the cinema. This, I won't. It's just, I can't explain what. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not even making Shrek 5 for the kids, they're making them for us.
Yeah.
Those that grew up with them.
Yeah. It's like Hayden Christensen. Shrek is basically Hayden Christensen. Grew up with them, so we'll support them to the end.
Yeah. They can do no wrong in our eyes.
Nope. Like Shrek as well. Think of all the people that was in Shrek, in all of them, right? It's actually a bit unheard of. Julie Andrews is our mother, for goodness sake. Julie Andrews and John Cleese are Fiona's parents. That's mad. John Lithgow was Farquaad.
Oh, fuck God.
God. You know, Cameron Diaz. Ugh, I'm just going to stop naming actors because I'll be here all day. Anything else you want to say?
No.
I've already
done that.
I've already asked that. What's your favourite Shrek moment?
Shrek moment. Oh God, it's so hard. I like the bit in the first one when she first meets Lord Farquaad and he gets off his horse, and she realizes how small he is. I also like the bit in Shrek 2 where she like headbutts Prince Charming.
It's that sequence, isn't it? It's probably one of the
Hold
most
that for a hero.
iconic sequences of all time.
Yeah. It's so dramatic for no reason. You got Puss in Boots who like he's gonna sacrifice himself and stuff, and he's fighting all the guards.
Yeah. Jennifer
Yeah.
Saunders. It's blooming fairy godmother. Do you know who she is? Do you know who Jennifer Saunders is?
I've heard of the name, but I can't think of the face.
She's literally British comedy royalty. She's also married to Ade Edmondson.
You have to
Well,
show
no,
me
she's
a
from-
picture of her now because I know.
I think it's Jennifer Saunders. Am I thinking of the right person?
I know the.
I know the
name.
woman, but I just don't know if that's her name. Jennifer Saunders. Yeah,
Yes, I know exactly what it is.
she was in Friends as well.
She's married to Ed Edmondson.
Yeah,
Oh, good for
Still.
her.
she was coming up the same time as him in comedy, but she was with Dawn French. Yeah, thank you for watching.